The first part of this video is going to be a time lapse, and then I will do a quick tutorial on the clouds. So as you can see, I love to just play around with my watercolors, especially when the picture's not gonna be too serious or too detailed. And honestly, I didn't really know where I was going with this picture. I just kind of started to play around with the colors. I actually asked my boyfriend what colors I should do for a picture, and he suggested black and red. So I kind of thought maybe a galaxy was gonna be something I should do. Because he knows these aren't my typical colors. I really love like pinks and purples and blues, so I just do love to challenge myself and see what I can come up with, even when it's just out of my comfort zone. Really, there's no technique with this one as far as with the background, and you will definitely see me just kind of play around with it until I find what I like or what I think looks good to me. This part of the video is going to be where I talk about how I do my clouds. And to be honest, I hope that by slowing it down you can see what I'm doing, because I don't really have a specific technique on it. I just try to make cloud-like shapes, and I just do a lot of mini circular motions. And here, what I really like is that the background color starts picking up, so it's not completely white anymore, and it gives it a nice shade, a natural shade of the background color. And so just like the watercolor, this is just another thing that I really tend to just build up. So I'll just go over a first layer and kind of let that dry for a little bit and start on the other sections. So I really just have that first layer for each of the clouds that I'm gonna make, and then I go back over it and start to build from there. So now here is the second layer I'm going to start doing, and I'm just going to try to start really defining the cloud, since I already have my base color for the background of the cloud. And I really just, I guess I could say I do a lot of upside down C's, if you want to say that. And I continue this method throughout all the cloud, like I pretty much just continuously build this color up until I see it fluffy and I like the cloud to have a lot of different shades. And also, I just want to say that I'm using a really inexpensive brush, I got this brush at Walmart for like $2. And so you don't really need anything really expensive or fancy to be able to do this. This is just another thing that you'll have to practice in order to really get the concept if it doesn't just come to you naturally. Sometimes it does, but to me it didn't. It took me a while to be able to know what I was doing, and I still to this day I really need to do more cloud study in order to really grasp the tones and the shades and the light and all that. But for the most part, I have been able to kind of work my own way, and I use my fingers a lot, and I'm not really sure if you're supposed to or not, but it really works for me. So I don't really think there's a specific technique. It's just more so what you find works for you and what you think looks good should really be enough. And I know I keep saying this, but I can't stress enough not to be afraid to try new techniques or new ways. And if you really go through my pictures, you'll see a whole bunch of different types of clouds, and that's because you just have to experiment and see what you like and just what works for you. Here I am starting on the other side, and I'm just going to be placing these clouds very randomly. They're not going to be anywhere specific, and they're not going to really mirror each other. So they're just going to be in random places. so this is what I ended up with. So the lesson learned is you really got to trust the process because you really never know how it's going to end out. It might start off kind of weird and you just don't know where it's going, but towards the end, I feel like you'll get a sense of where you want it to end up, which is really what happened to me because I really didn't know where I was going with this painting, so I'm glad it turned out okay. And as always, thank you so much for watching my video.